It's nice to see you all here today. Good afternoon, all teacher and student. I'd like to start by introducing myself. My name is nguyen. I'm a psychologist. I'm from Oxford University. Today, I would like to talk to you about the difficulties people have to face during the COVID-19. My talk is particularly relevant to those of you who are dealing with education and suffering from the mental problems and the reasons of the pandemic. In my presentation, I will focus on three major issues. First of all, I'll be looking at the difficulties people in education area facing. Second, I'll go to the mental problems they have to suffer. Finally, I'll offer some subtraction. My talk will last 10 minutes. There will be time for questions at the end of the presentation. I'll be grateful if you could add your question after presentation. Now let's turn to point 1. In the first place, COVID-19 has caused many difficulties for people. Many countries face many challenges for their business as well as workers in the process of adapting to the new economic model. Generally, the business market suffered heavy losses, which led to an inordinate increase in the unemployment rate. Besides, there are many difficulties people in education are facing, especially teaching and learning online. That is to say, many teachers were not trained the ICT skill, so they could not use some online software to facilitate their teaching. In other words, teachers have to deal with equipment to teach online. An example of this can be found in the teaching staff of Little Chong Secondary School. Actually, they needed 3 months to get familiar with these ICT techniques. Moreover, some students who find comfort with in-person classes often meet trouble with learning online. Let me phrase that. Those students would be stressed when they work with computers and with their smartphone. Now that we have seen the impact of COVID-19 on education area, let us turn to the mental problems. I'd like to emphasize the fact that on the mental problems also there are many effects. According to a survey of Young Mind about the effects of the pandemic on the mental health of young people, 83% agree that the COVID-19 pandemic had made their mental health worse. Social distancing measures can change people's mental health, such as loneliness, anxiety, and irritability. There may also be increased anxiety rates when it comes to leaving your house. You may be too scared to leave your house and have no trust that you can be safe from the virus. Because we have been at home for a long time, we may feel safer there than anywhere else. Home tends to bring us comfort, as we live in a controlled environment that we know is safe from the virus. In the long run, it is not a satisfying life to be in your home forever with no possibility of going out and seeing other people. Besides, social distancing can result in not receiving any social support during this time. It may be nice to be able to FaceTime or use Zoom to see your friends and family. But it's not the same as being able to hold their hand and give them a hug. Poor social support have been linked to depression, loneliness, or anxiety. Let's now move on to the third part, which is, as I said earlier, some subtraction to the problem. As you all may well know, a strong spirit included in a strong body. Think about what you can do now for your mental health and how to enjoy yourself, it is still also important to add a routine to your life so you can gain a sense of normalcy. Use this time to look at the positive in being able to do things now that you were too busy to do before, like working out, relaxing, entertainment, or choosing a healthy diet. I'd like to highlight the importance of some activities to improve mental so that you can have a clear view of what you should do to help yourself. That brings me to the end of my presentation. I've talked about the difficulty people in education area facing, the mental problems they have to suffer, and some solutions to improve to problems. Thank you for your attention. I'd love to answer any question might have.